Hello, summer study campers. Oh, that is not half good enough. Hello, summer study campers. We are in one beautiful piece of architecture in some of the most beautiful territory on God's green earth. And what are we doing? We are protecting the planet together. Hello, ACEEE. Let's give it a big round. We have for you tonight one of the greatest plenary sessions ever in the history of summer study. And if you are disappointed, please, my friends, I want you to throw rotten fruit at my good friend Ron Binns for letting you down, because I know if he gives you even 50% of what he knows, this is going to be the most intellectually stimulating and personally satisfying days of your entire life. But before we get to that, let's step away from the brain for just a moment and let's get right down to the heart. And when I say heart, you know I mean wallet. No, my friends, it's my great honor and privilege to be here with you tonight. For those of you who know me, I'm sorry for all the things I've done wrong. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Gene Rodrigues with ICF International, but more importantly tonight, with the Board of Directors for ACEEE. And I'm here tonight with a tremendous privilege. And that privilege is I get to introduce to you the assembled throng here today, the great people of the energy efficiency community who come together to share best practices, to collaborate and co-conspire on how to make the world a more efficient place, and introduce you to this year's class of Linda Latham Scholars. Now, you might be asking yourself, who are these Linda Latham Scholars? Well, thank you for asking that question, Mr. Martinez. I'm going to tell you first, before I tell you about the scholars, let me spend a moment remembering a close friend to all of us in the efficiency community, Linda Latham. Those of you who have been around as long as I have know Linda to be one of the giants of the efficiency world. 25 years she spent laboring in the cause of energy efficiency. One of the people who helped make Energy Star what it is today. For those of us like Steve Nadell and myself, we know her as the COO of ACEEE, the American Council for an Energy Efficient Economy, who drove us, people like Steve and Gene who really don't know how to get anything done, but drove us to find ways to improve the cause of energy efficiency each and every day. Linda Latham sadly passed away well before her time, but she left a legacy. And that legacy was that one of the things she cared most desperately about, sorry I'm getting a little choked up about this, but it's worth getting choked up about, is that she wanted to bring more and more and more young people into the community of people of energy efficiency who are striving to make the world a better place. And in her name, ACEEE instituted the Linda Latham Scholarship Fund. And this fund does one thing exceptionally well. It identifies the best and the brightest, and it allows them to come to be among you and you and you and you, and even you, Rafi, to learn from those of us who care desperately and deeply about efficiency, to share with us their enthusiasm, to share with us their innovation, and to help make energy efficiency not just sustainable in the impact on the environment, but sustainable for years to come as a cause and a mission. So tonight, would you like to meet the Linda Latham Scholars? No, that's not good enough. Would you like to meet the Linda Latham Scholars? So let's have our scholars stand up. Stand up, young people. Stand up, Linda Latham scholars. Let's give them a hand. Standing up with us tonight, we have students from Vanderbilt University who bring engineering solutions to climate change. We have an electrical engineering student from China who wants to make buildings smarter than the people that inhabit them so that they sip energy and make climate a way of life. We have students from University of Michigan who are trying to find ways to improve building materials so that the as-built environment becomes more and more sustainable. We have a student here, my friends, from Appalachian State University who spent time working with the Clinton Climate Initiative as a HERS raider, going door to door to door, knocking on the doors, bringing efficiency to each and every home she visited. These are the Linda Latham scholars. Let's give them one more big hand. Please sit down, scholars. Please sit down. And with that, I'll leave the stage. No. That didn't feel good enough. Because if we really desperately care about bringing these bright young people to efficiency, if we want to be part of that legacy that Linda Latham established, then, my friends, I'm puzzled. What is it that we might be able to do? Why, I look down upon you and I see your bright, shining faces and a handsome and good-looking lot of crowd that this is. But aside you, I see two things. I see a pledge card. Hold up those cards. Oh no, this is like church. Hold up those cards. And I see a pencil in your other hand. Raise up that pencil. What I would like to suggest right now as our way of honoring these scholars, of our way of participating in the legacy that Linda Latham left, is for us to pick up pencil in one hand, pledge card in the other. And you'll see we've made it very, very, very easy for you. You can check a box. You can give 25, 50, 100. If you're like Steve, I'm sure he's giving 1,000. But let me suggest this to you. Right now, I want you to look around at how many people there are in this room. Look around. Don't look at me. Look around. If each and every one of us pledged to give just a little, that would be 2 more Linda Latham scholars we could bring next year. If you gave just a little more, maybe there would be 4 more. If there's anything that efficiency teaches us, it's that the collective good is made better by the collective action of all. So why don't we right now just take a minute to pick up your pencil, pick up your pledge card. You don't need to give 25 if you're not comfortable with 25, but give just a little something. And then we'll ask our scholars and ACEEE staff to walk up the middle of the aisle of this hallowed ground and collect those pledge cards. We do not need to take your money from you today. If you want to throw money at us, hey, more power to you. But please, just fill out a card and send it to the middle aisle right now. And could we please have the folks going around with the boxes, please? Again, if everyone gave $1, we'd get one person here. $5, maybe a couple more. 10, 25. Imagine how great the impact could be of all of us here today. Operators are standing by. I can't tell you how good it feels to see what I'm seeing. People passing cards to the middle of the aisle, because that is next year's students coming in to learn from each and every one of us. Give them a minute more while they're collecting up. Let's give them a minute more while they're collecting up. Okay. Ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the pledge cards have been collected. Our good work for tonight has not been done. It has only just begun. But let's start this off, not just with the appreciation of myself and Steve Nadell, but each and every one of us. Why don't we give ourselves a standing ovation for a job well done? Let's get this party started. Thank you very much, ACEEE Summer Study.